And this is actually a really good point in the game where if you like missed anything early on, like now would be a good chance to go back and get all the things you missed, because I think after this point, I'm going the wrong way. But yeah, after this point, you really don't go back here anymore. So it's kind of important that you do all the things you haven't done yet. Basically tie up all the loose ends and all that stuff. Okay, so first we have to go to the Plasma Fortune Teller, which is over here. We're actually going to go back to the same Fortune Teller I visited at the beginning of the game, so we specifically use this guy for all of our information. Plasma! Okay, so let's get learning about what we're supposed to do next. In a cold region to your north, there is the Mount Fear, where it snows. There you shall meet someone who will be of great help to you, Plasma. However, you must first go to Oedo Town to undergo one training session, Plasma. Okay, so we have to undergo some training in this town. You're supposed to learn, like, where you're supposed to go from somebody, but I'm going to, of course, take the easy way out and just go to the place where you're supposed to go. Here's the pickpocket again. Not gonna deal with him. I could also have health right about now. Just realized I'm actually pretty low. But I think you talked to one of these guys. They're moving here, they're moving here. Okay. Who? Hey, that new person had moved in. I was hoping he'd be a bit more handsome. I think he wants to open a muscle gym and is looking for young people who want to develop their muscles. And I believe you want to go to this door right here. Yes, you do. This is the muscle training gym. Good of you to come. This is the muscle training gym where you can train to develop your muscles. Once you're done training here, you'd be able to simply push the metal box. Are you ready to start the training? Let's get started. Alright, let me show you the training gym. Now then, let me explain the training. Several oyakatas will come out of the holes around you. For a fixed period of time, you must make sure your balloon is not popped. And you do this by throwing metal boxes at the oyakatas. Aim with your control stick and throw the metal boxes with the B button. Try your best to keep the balloon from being popped. So this game right here is actually kind of random. It can either be really easy or really difficult. Because these guys move at very random speeds. Sometimes they'll go really fast, and other times they'll go really slow. It's very, very random. Right now they're actually going pretty fast. Oh shoot. Okay, yeah, they're not supposed to go that fast though. That was a lot faster than they should have gone. Okay, so let's try this again. What I do here is I just throw one box at each hole, and then depending on where the oyakatas are, I decide to throw 2 or 3 boxes. That's how I usually play this game, and usually it works. It's just last time they were very random last time. So yeah, I'm probably going to be quiet right here so I can concentrate. Okay, I think I have this. Again, as I said earlier, it's not that hard. You kind of just have to get lucky that they don't go randomly fast. Because they randomly decide to do that at times. Okay, yeah, I got this. Epic victory dance. I love whenever he does that. Way to go, now you can call yourself a muscle man. Goemon attains the sudden impact magic powers. By consuming some money, you will be able to move heavy thing. Wait. By consuming some money, you will be able to move heavy thing for a specific period of time. Okay, what is with the very, very weird pronunciation stuff in this game? So yeah, whenever you use the magic power, your attack power will actually increase as well. But on the flip side, your defensive powers will decrease. So you'll take more damage, but you'll also do more damage too. So I honestly really won't be using the magic powers for battle. I'll just be using them for, like, the metal boxes whenever I have to use them. That's the way I normally do things anyway. Which seems pretty effective to me. That's a strategy that usually works. Okay, so now I'm actually going to leave town again, because one of the metal boxes that we saw was actually in the area right outside Oedo Town. Remember when we were here? Probably not, because it was so long ago, but there's the metal box over here. I think I even pointed it out the first time that we saw it. There's even a fortune doll down there, too. So let's use it, and Goemon becomes Super Saiyan! Okay, not really. That's like what my best friend said when he first saw this. I honestly have never really watched Dragon Ball Z. I mean, I've seen a few episodes, but I honestly do not like the show. I just really don't. I could not get into it for the life of me, and I never really intended to get into it, because back in the old days, I only had two animes that I watched, Pokemon and Digimon. And that's all I wanted to watch. I didn't feel like getting addicted to any other shows. Okay, in this region, go all the way over here, because you will find a fortune doll. It's important that you get this first, because if you don't get it now, you'll probably see it later, like from above. Then you'll jump down to get it, and then you'll have to climb all the way back up again, which is very, very annoying. Trust me, it's happened to me several times. In the past, anyway. I'm trying to figure out a good stopping point for this recording session. I had a stopping place in mind, but I still have quite a bit I have to do before I get to that point, so I don't know if that'll be a good stopping point or not. Basically, I was going to stop after I got Yai's superpower, or magic power. But to do that, I have to do a few other things before I can get there. Oh, well, I'll find a stopping point eventually. I'll figure it out. Okay, over here we have a button. Press the button, and platforms will appear. This is not a very hard platforming segment, so don't screw it up. And there we go. Actually, I could try to do the training session right now. And I won't. I'll do it the way that I normally do things. This is how I always remember to do things anyway. But inside this gate right here, we have the Festival Village. Right here we have the inn, so if you want to save, you can go there. But what we're going to want to do right now is we have to find a specific individual to talk to in this town, which I believe is this guy. Mr. Mokube, who lives around Mount Fuji, is actually my elder brother. I have been hearing rumors that he has further developed his skills. If you use the pipe my brother makes, there should be no problem getting through to destroy the rocks blocking Mount Fear. Okay, so you're going to want to talk to this guy as soon as possible because there's actually, like, there's something that actually prevents you from going on with the game if you don't talk to that guy. Because if you go back to Mr. Mokube before you talk to him, he won't help you out. You actually have to learn that he makes better weapons now. So that'll save you a lot of backtracking if you talk to him. So now we're actually going to go back to Mount Fuji. And, well, the closest point to Mount Fuji. I'm probably going to cut some of this stuff out, because you guys have already seen me climb Mount Fuji once. You don't need to see it again. But yeah, like, for the longest time, me and my friend got stuck, because we knew we were supposed to go there to get the weapons, or whatever Mr. Mokube is doing. We found out we had to do that, but, like, we thought we broke the game, because whenever we go back, like, we'd never be able to advance, because he wouldn't say anything about the weapons, so then we just, like, kept wandering around until we talked to that guy, and after we did that, we could finally advance the game again, so yeah, it's important that you actually talk to that guy, otherwise you're gonna be stuck. So yeah, we're going to go back to Mount Fuji. I'm going to go ahead and cut footage right here, so I'll see you guys at the top of Mount Fuji. Okay, here we are at the top of Mount Fuji. Going to see Mr. Mokube. And yes, he's still doing very inappropriate things with his hands. Okay, we've come for a cup of coffee. Hey, this is no coffee shop. Fine. You did not come for coffee. I wouldn't want to have coffee from you anyway. Please improve our weapons. So that's why you have come for. Okay. Stand back and I'll show you what my training has done for me. Oh, God. Oh, God. Phew. Well, that's... Oh, God. So inappropriate for words. The weapons belonging to Goemon and allies improved to level 2. Yai can now use the sword shield. Thank you, Mokube. No problem. So yeah, Yai actually has a sword shield now, which can actually block attacks from hitting her. Which is pretty useful, but you won't have to use it or anything. So yeah, basically all of the weapons are silver now. And they actually do more damage, so enemies that take 2 hits will now only take 1 hit. And enemies that take more hits than that will actually take less hits as well, so that is basically how the weapons, or the level 2 weapons work. It's pretty cool, though. They're pretty cool weapons, I have to say. But anyway, we're done with that now, so we're going to use the dragon to fly back to Festival Town. Or Festival Village. It's actually a relief we have the dragon for parts like this, because if you didn't, you have to do a lot of walking back to where you need to go. Plus, I really love how I keep telling you guys that I'm going to cut out these dragon scenes, yet I never do. I think they're fine, though. They don't take that long. Plus, I kind of know where I'm going, so I don't really even need to worry about cutting out anything. Okay, so now that we have these silver weapons, we can actually get to Mount Fear now. I mean, we already could get to Mount Fear, but when we got to the actual mountain, we wouldn't be able to do anything because there is a rock up here that we can only break with our level 2 weapons. Although it's weird because you don't really even break the rock, as we'll see in a second. We just knock the rock in the air, and then it just splits in the air. The rock doesn't even fall down. And yeah, that just doesn't make very much sense. Don't really know why it did that. Yeah, because look, like the rocks aren't even on the ground anymore. They kind of just vanished into thin air, which doesn't make very much sense. It kind of reminds me of the golden gauntlets in The Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time, where Link just picks up this massive stone and just chucks it, like, behind his back. Like, even if they were gauntlets, I don't think they would actually pick up something that heavy. But, once again, video game logic. Okay, so now we're going to climb up Mount Fear. We have these ghosts that we saw in the Ghost and Toys castle. You can destroy them with a Bisumaru if you want, but they really won't bother you that much, so it's better to just ignore them. And up here we have a house. This house is very, very important. You must have come here not knowing what to do. Huh? How did you know? Hee hee hee. I've been in this for 120 years. All I need to do is look at your face and I know exactly what you're thinking of. Ah, there's something. I can see something. What? Is my fly open? That's not where I'm looking! I see an old man with a strange look in a very dark place. Strange? Then it could only be the wise old man in Iga. You must be joking. It sounds like you know this man. How about it with my powers? I could call him out here. Really? Please, I just want to get a glimpse of my wise old man. Alright, I'll do it for 300 Ryo. Huh? You're asking us for money? Of course, this is a business. I've got to charge something. 300 Ryo, take it or leave it. Okay. This is one of the places in the game where you do have to actually pay your Ryu, so that's what I was talking about earlier. Make sure you have Ryo for this point in the game. Very well. Now, I'm going to call them all back. Come here. Come here. Welcome, come on, baby. Come on, come back. Take that! That's a very weird thing to say. Old man. Oh, Sasuke. Ah, where in the world is this? Oh man, what has happened to you? Oh no! Wise man, tell us. We want to save Kyushu and Amitsu. but we have no idea where to go or look. I see. As I understand it, Kyushu is floating in outer space. Outer space? Yeah, but how are we supposed to get up there? There is one way. Huh? Retrieve the miracle items from the 4 Flake Gang leaders of Peach Mountain. And take it to the altar of the Stone Circle in Ugo, to the west. Then you'll be able to go to outer space. Awesome! But Wise Man, how do you know? Ahem, that's because I'm the Wise Man! Wait a minute. I see you already have 3 miracle items. You only need 1 more. Good luck on your search. Okay, so he kind of told us what we're supposed to do next. And before I leave, there's actually a fun little cutscene you can get here if you talk to the witch with Sasuke after you have that little cutscene right there. Sasuke, I can see your lost memories. You're leaving for some place with a firecracker bomb in your hand. You stumbled upon the edge of a table. Ouch. The firecracker bomb is thrown onto the floor, causing the castle-like home to explode. The batteries in your pack have come off, and you've been thrown high up in the sky. Oh my, oh my, oh my. It might be wise to keep this a secret from your allies. So basically, if you didn't understand that, Sasuke is actually the reason that Wise Man's home exploded, and supposedly killing the Wise Man. So yeah, it was all Sasuke's fault, which is just hilarious. Okay, so now that we got that out of the way, I could probably end the recording here. And you know what? That's actually a good idea. I think I am actually going to end the recording right here. So I'm going to walk back to the inn, and then I'm going to save my game, and we'll continue at this point next time. Which in the next recording session, we'll probably get to the 4th castle and complete the 4th castle as well. Then after we do that, we'll actually be almost finished with the game, so yeah, this project's actually going pretty quickly. I'd say in about 2, maybe 2.5 recording sessions, we'd actually be finished with the game. That's just my prediction anyway. Okay, so here we are at the end. I'm gonna save our game. And there we go. So, this has been SlimKirby. This has been Let's Play Mystical Ninja starring Goemon. I'll see you guys next time for when we get Yai's special power, and when we start the 4th dungeon of the game. So, I'll see you guys next time. Later, folks.